Yeah. So so I'll talk a little bit about Berkeley and then the history overview, what kind of programs we offer, and then we have some current students to talk a little bit about their SJA experience as well. And then in the end, we'll have a little bit of a Q&A. So anyone, feel free to ask any questions. And everything I present here today will be available online as well. So if you don't worry about taking notes, I mean, if you want to take notes, it's fine as well. But everything I say today will be available online as well.
오늘 프리젠팅 하시는 모든 내용들은 온라인에도 올라갈 예정이니까 뭐 따로 노트 테이킹은 안 하셔도 될 것 같고 이제 일단 오버 리뷰 하신 다음에 이따 뭐 스다 학생들도 올라오고 패널 Q&A 시간도 있을 예정입니다.
Okay. All right. So let's see. So once again, my name is Kwan Yao Lim. I am the Assistant Director of Admissions. I manage student recruitment mostly in Asia region. So South Korea is actually my second stop of the season. And yeah, I am a Malaysian. I grew up in Malaysia. I went to Berkeley in 2013 and then majored in contemporary writing and production. Graduated in 2016. And then after graduating, I worked at recording studios, musical theater companies, but eventually I still came back to Berkeley because Berkeley is such a unique and wonderful place, which I will talk about in a bit. Yeah, if you have any questions, that's also my email address as well.
앞서 말씀드렸다시피 제 이름은 ኳ냐올림이고요. 저도 2014년도에 버클리에 입학해서 2016년도에 졸업을 했고 CWP 전공을 했습니다. 다른 질문이 있으시면 언제든지 저 메일로 문의를 주셔도 됩니다.
Yep, so I am a product of Berkeley because I went to a global partner school, which SJA also is, and I've worked as a student. I've also worked on campus. I've used a lot of different resources that's offered at Berkeley. So any questions you might have, I can also answer them as well. Campus life, application process, yada yada, yeah, so on and so forth.
저도 버클리를 다니면서 버클리에서 굉장히 많은 혜택을 얻었었는데요. 스다처럼 말레이시아에도 이런 자매 결연 학교가 있어서 그 학교를 다니기도 했고 또한 온캠퍼스에서 일을 하기도 했으니 여러분이 버클리 생활에 대해서 물어보시면 어떤 것이든 답변해 드릴 수 있습니다.
Okay, and here's a little video about Berkeley.
Berklee's Boston campus pulses with music, theater, dance, and artistic energy. Located in the city's vibrant Back Bay neighborhood, it's an ideal place to begin developing your lifelong professional network with artists and creative thinkers from all over the world. From our custom-built high-rise that houses students, a dining hall that doubles as a concert space, and a 10-studio music production complex, to our state-of-the-art classrooms, practice facilities, and performance halls, Berklee offers an unparalleled setting for students to learn and develop as artists. Find yourself here. Schedule a campus tour and experience Berklee firsthand.
So Berklee is actually not just a music school. What is unique about Berklee? Because it's not just a music school. It's a place that will help you develop a career in music. So we teach you about the music fundamentals, but Berklee is more than that. We're very forward thinking. We're always thinking about what's going to happen in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. What kind of music technology should you pay attention to? What kind of industry trends should you pay attention to? So that we make sure that after you graduate, you can still be adaptable and you can still stay updated with all these new technology. So you can keep looking for different opportunities. So Berklee is not just a music school. We're always developing new programs and yeah, making sure that you understand after you graduate, you can still get a job.
버클리는 단순한 음악 학교가 아니라 음악 산업에서 직업을 갖게끔 다방면에서 도와주고 있는데요. 그냥 지금 당장이 아니라 10년 후에 음악 산업에서 어떤 기술이 필요할지 어떤 산업적인 변화가 있을지에도 굉장히 주도 면밀하게 주의를 기울이고 있고 이 시대에 적용 가능한 뮤지션들을 키워내는 것에 중점을 두고 있습니다.
So Berklee was founded with jazz as its education foundation. So we're always thinking about how do we improvise? What's new? How do we be creative? So that's pretty much our foundation of what we do today. So yeah, like you can see on the screen, we're always expanding. We're always creating new programs. We're always monitoring. Okay, what do people want to hear? What do people want to learn? So we introduce all these different kinds of programs.
버클리는 처음에는 보시다시피 재즈 스쿨로 시작했지만요. 재즈의 파운데이션을 두면서도 계속 발전하면서 새로운 프로그램들을 도입하고 있고 더 나아가는 것을 목표로 두고 있습니다.
So as you can see right on the screen, in 1945 we established our Boston campus, and we just kept on expanding and expanding so that we are matching whatever the demand is out there. So we established a campus in Spain, and then we merged with Boston Conservatory, and we also now have a campus in New York City. And in 2018, we introduced EDI, electronic digital instrument, as a principal instrument. So nowadays, a computer can be considered as an instrument. It's not just a violin, a traditional sense of what an instrument is. A computer, a software, and a controller can be considered as an instrument as well. So yeah, we're always very forward thinking. We're always thinking about what's available out there, what people want to learn. So that's pretty much what we do at Berklee.
화면에 보시다시피 저희는 1945년에 설립되었고 이후에 스페인 캠퍼스, 뉴욕 캠퍼스도 점점 확대시켜 나가고 있고요. 2018년에는 EDI를 메인 인스트루먼트로 할 수 있게 하셨다고 하셨는데 이게 이제 자기의 메인 악기가 컴퓨터가 될 수 있다는 거예요. 그런 식으로 계속 미래지향적인 발전을 도모하고 있다고 합니다.
And here are some fun facts about Berklee. So yeah, we have students from all over the world, and we award scholarships annually, and yeah. So Berklee is a very unique place because it's 40% of our student population, they're not from the United States. So we have a very diverse student population and student body. So yeah, you get to meet people from all over the world and understand their culture, learn from them, understand how they play the instrument, how they view music and life in general. So it's a very cool place.
화면에 보면 좀 버클리에 관한 흥미로운 사실들이 있는데요. 40%의 버클리 재학생들이 인터내셔널 국제 학생들이라고 합니다.
And here are some more facts. Yep, like I said, we have a 40% international student enrollment, and then we also have partnerships all over the world as well, and SJA is actually one of them. And yeah, in Europe, in Asia, in Abu Dhabi, and then 87% of our graduates, according to our data, have found jobs within 18 months. So like I said, Berklee is not just about a place where you come here to study music and then graduate. It's more about how do you stay current? How do you stay adaptive? How do you stay flexible? These are things that we will teach you at Berklee.
저희는 49개의 기관들과 자매 결연을 맺고 있고 그중 하나가 여기 SJ이고요. 그다음에 87%의 졸업생들이 졸업 후 18개월 이내에 그 관련된 분야에서 직장을 얻고 있는데요. 그 말인즉슨 저희가 계속해서 그냥 공부를 하는 곳이 아닌 뮤지션을 키워내는 곳으로서 많이 노력하고 있다는 의미이기도 합니다.
And there are many different ways to join Berklee. It's not just our main campus. So our main campus is in Boston, but we also have campuses in New York City, in Valencia, Spain, and we also have Boston Conservatory at Berklee where you can study classical music as well. And yeah, we have different undergraduate programs, we have master's programs, and we also offer a chance for you to study abroad in Spain in your first year as well.
저희는 이제 메인 캠퍼스를 보스턴에 두고 있긴 하지만 뉴욕이나 이제 발렌시아, 스페인에도 캠퍼스를 두고 있고 또한 보스턴 컨서버토리는 클래식을 집중적으로 가르치는 곳이고요. 그 외에도 1학년 때 스페인으로 교환학생을 갈 수 있는 기회도 있다고 합니다.
So Boston is our main campus, and that's where people usually go. It's the biggest hub of talent over there. And yeah, but if you want to study graduate program and further your studies, you can study in New York City and Valencia, Spain as well.
뉴욕과 스페인 캠퍼스에도 대학원 과정이 있습니다.
And we also offer summer programs as well. So let's say if you are, 15 years old, 16 years old, you're not sure whether Berklee is the right choice for you or not, and you don't want to really commit 4 years of your undergraduate studies in Boston, we also offer summer programs as well. And we have one of our most popular programs is the 5-week program. And you can study from a weekend, 5 weeks, 12 weeks, it's all up to you. So yeah, many different ways to join Berklee. And the 5-week program is actually taught by Berklee faculty as well. So you get a sense of what it's like to study at the college. So same quality, we hold you to a same standard. So yeah, this is where you get to meet people from all over the world and learn about different cultures.
만약 청중 여러분들 중에 뭐 15살이나 16살이어서 아직 내가 4년 동안 버클리에서 공부하고 싶은지 확신이 안 드신다면 서머 프로그램도 굉장히 좋은 대안이 될 수 있는데요. 그 중에서 가장 인기 있는 건 5주짜리 어스파이어 프로그램인데 버클리 교수진들이 직접 가르치고 버클리 생활이 어떤지 좀 체험해 볼 수 있다고 합니다.
And if that's not for you, but we also have Berklee Online as well. This is a very accessible option as well. So you don't have to move to Boston. You can also study your undergraduate program, your graduate program at Berklee Online as well. So it's the same quality. It's also taught by the same teachers. So, and even if Berklee Online is not for you, I mean the undergraduate program is not for you, we also offer the certificate programs as well. So we have many different certificate programs. You can take 4 to 5 courses in music business. In composition, it's really up to you. And if that's not for you, we also offer individual courses as well. And yeah, take 1 class, take 2 classes, really up to you to get a sense of whether Berklee is the right fit for you. So that we have many different ways for you to join our Berklee community.
만약 앞서 말한 2가지 대안도 끌리지 않으신다면 버클리 온라인이란 프로그램도 있는데요. 만약 보스턴으로 이사하기가 조금 어렵거나 아니면 상황이 여의치 않으시면 온라인 수업도 굉장히 똑같은 교수진과 똑같은 질의 프로그램으로 운영되고 있고 학사, 석사, 뮤직, 비즈니스, 작곡 등 다양한 분야로 운영되고 있다고 합니다.
And here are some pictures of our Boston campus.
보스턴 학교 사진들입니다.
So who are our alumni? Who has studied at Berklee and graduated and also found a career in music? So here are some notable alumni. So we have people who has graduated from different programs. We have performance, we have professional music, we have music business, we have all kinds of different alumni. So, for example, Alex Lacamoire, the person on the second left, he is the musical arranger for a lot of Broadway musicals, like including Hamilton and Dear Evan Hansen. And we also have Pina Toprak. So everyone here has, I mean, not everyone, but most of you have watched the movie, Marvel movie, Captain Marvel, right? So she wrote the music for that. And she also wrote music for Fortnite. And both projects have grossed over $1 billion. So we have a lot of different alumni, and they have, so one very cool thing about Berklee is it's a huge hub of different talent. At one point, these were students at Berklee too. And yeah, you get to meet a lot of different talented people, ask them questions, ask them how do they compose, ask them how do they view the world. It's very cool.
화면에 있는 사람들은 이제 인지도 있는 버클리의 동창들인데요. 뭐 각자의 전공, 뭐 프로페셔널 뮤직, 뮤직 비즈니스 이렇게 다양하게 있고 대표적인 왼쪽 2번째 알렉스 같으신 분은 브로드웨이 편곡자이고 유명한 뮤지컬들을 많이 곡을 썼다고 하십니다. 버클리의 아마도 가장 큰 장점 중에 하나가 이렇게 다양한 재능 있는 사람들을 직접 만나볼 수 있다는 것입니다.
Yep, here are some of our alumni who some of them have worked at Netflix as well. So we also have a lot of alumni who graduated from Berklee and have come back to South Korea to work in the local music industry. We have a lot of A&R people working at SM Entertainment. We have people working as producers, writers. We have people working at CJ. We also have one Berklee alumni. He is currently the keyboardist for BTS. So many different things you can do. So yeah, and yeah.
이렇게 화면에 보셨다시피 넷플릭스에서 일하고 있는 뮤지션도 있고 또 졸업 후에 한국으로 다시 돌아오는 뮤지션들도 많이 계신데요. 대표적인 예로 S&M 아니면 CJ, BTS의 건반주자분 다양한 뮤지션들이 계십니다.
And here are our majors and minors.
전공과 부전공들을 소개하는 시간 갖도록 하겠습니다.
So we have many different majors for you to study at Berklee. So whether if it's composition, writing, arranging, music production, music therapy, film scoring, video game scoring, music business, performance, music education, music therapy, we have something for everyone.
작곡, 음악 교육, 영화 음악 아니면 음악 치료 비즈니스 등 정말 다양한 전공들이 있습니다.
It really depends on what you want to learn. So let's say if you want to learn how to write, and a composition might be for you. If you want to learn about recording music, that's music production for you. And then we also have, if you have a lot of different interests, if you want to learn about music industry, but you also want to learn about recording music, we also have the professional music degree as well. So this one will allow you to build your own program. So take a little bit something from here, and then take a little bit of something from here, and then build your own program. So it can be really flexible.
만약에 작곡을 공부하고 싶으시면 컴포지션 전공을 하셔도 되고 녹음에 관심이 있으시면 레코딩 메이저를 하셔도 되고 만약에 나는 이것저것 좀 더 다양하게 하고 싶은데 하면 프로페셔널 뮤직을 전공하셔서 직접 본인의 메이저 수업들을 설계해 나갈 수도 있습니다.
So, like I said from earlier, Berklee is always the first one to introduce something to the world. So we are the first one who introduced film scoring as well, and we're always introducing new programs because, like we said, we're always forward thinking about what new programs people want to learn. So for our newest program is the Black Music and Culture, and this will let you learn about gospel music and how Black music come to be and how it influence the society as a whole.
앞서 말씀드렸다시피 버클리는 굉장히 미래지향적인 학교인데요. 처음으로 대학에서 영화음악을 도입한 곳이기도 하고 이번에는 신설로 블랙 뮤직 앤 컬처리라는 전공이 생겼는데 가스펠 음악이나 그런 쪽에 관심이 있으신 분들이라면 아마 잘 맞을 것 같습니다.
And these are our bachelors of music. So anyone who want to major in these, you're required to play an instrument. You're required to learn music theory. You have to learn ear training, music technology, instruction, ensemble, so on and so forth.
만약 앞에 보여드린 그런 전공들 중에 뭔가를 하고 싶으시면 꼭 악기 연주를 하셔야 되고 이론이나 시창청음 다양한 수업들을 꼭 들어야 한다고 합니다.
So in your first year at Berklee, you won't be able to declare your major. So for your bachelor's of music, you won't be able to declare a major because the first year you will have to learn all these music fundamentals first before you get to declare your major. And why is that? Because we designed it this way so that you don't have to know everything right away. Just build your music foundations, and then we will allow you to talk to different people, ask them questions like, is film scoring the right thing for me? Is music business the right thing for me? So take different introduction classes, talk to different people, ask them questions, and then while you build your fundamentals, because we want you to be musicians first. We want you to learn how to collaborate with other people. We want you to play in the band. We want you to understand harmony. So let's say if you are a music producer, you need to collaborate with a composer, and if you speak the same language, it's so much easier for you to collaborate as well.
버클리에 입학한 첫 1년은 전공 선택이 불가하고요. 이 기본 수업들을 다 듣고 나서야 전공 선택을 할 수 있는데 그 이유는 버클리는 학생들이 음악가이길 먼저 바란다고 합니다. 기초를 먼저 쌓고 다양한 사람들의 의견을 들어보고 내가 당장 전문가가 되지 않더라도 뭐가 맞는지 알아보고 그런 거를 중요시 여기고요. 예를 들어 내가 프로듀서가 되고 싶다 해도 악기를 연주하고 음악을 이해해야지 그 뮤지션과 소통이 더 원활하기 때문입니다.
So everything sounds really fancy right now, but however, today's information session, you should pay most of your attention to how to get into Berklee, and then your major, all these different programs can come after it. So today, whatever you can take away from today's information session, pay attention to how to apply and how do you get in. That's the most important thing right now.
굉장히 제가 지금 멋있게 설명을 했는데 가장 중요한 부분은 어떻게 버클리에 입학할 수 있는지일 텐데요. 이제 앞으로 어떻게 오디션 애플리케이션 폼을 작성하고 입학 서류를 할 수 있는지 소개해 드리도록 하겠습니다.
So like I mentioned earlier, Berklee is also very forward thinking and was trying to stay current in today's market. So in 2018, we introduced electronic digital instrument, EDI, as an instrument now. So, I mean, you all know what a DJ does on stage, right? They don't play a violin on stage. They play the computer. They perform with the software. They perform with a control pad like that. So we are the only college that's doing this. So yeah, we're seeing a lot of different demand for electronic producers. So now at Berklee, EDI is an instrument.
앞서 또 말씀드렸다시피 버클리는 굉장히 미래지향적이고 2018년에 EDI라는 전공이 신설되었는데 다양한 소프트웨어의 컴퓨터를 사용해서 음악을 연주하는 것입니다. 대표적인 예로 DJO라는 오케스트라가 있는데 바이올린 오케스트라임에도 불구하고 실제로 무대에서 바이올린을 연주하지 않고 컴퓨터와 소프트웨어를 이용해서 연주를 합니다.
And here's a little video of what EDI is about.
EDI에 대한 짧은 영상 시청하겠습니다.
Each new generation has a different viewpoint on how they should express themselves musically.
You know, Jimi Hendrix played the mixer like it was a musical instrument.
At one point in time, a violin was a new piece of technology. Piano was a new piece of technology. When it comes to digital instruments, it's the same idea. It's just an endless array of possibilities.
Technology is a part of everything today.
We're consumed with digital media, digital devices, and of course artists are going to take that and make beautiful artwork with it.
Having the laptop now be looked at as an instrument, having the turntable become an instrument, having the sampler become another instrument is allowing the students to take it to new levels.
Today we want to announce the electronic digital instrument as a principal instrument here at Berklee. The electronic digital instrument, or the EDI, is really made up of three components: some sort of computer or computing system, user-configured software, and some sort of controller. Oftentimes, players will have more than one controller.
People can develop these performance systems that are just so expressive and dynamic and versatile in ways that haven't really been possible before.
This is going to have a huge effect on the industry because people will be able to read music, think about harmony, how form works in a classical sense, and how to relate that to what other musicians are doing.
And they can be alongside of the traditional instruments, whether you're playing the bass, whether you're playing the drums, or even the harp.
I almost take the electronic instrument as being a multi-instrumentalist for the new generation, for the new student.
We're going to see collaborations that we never imagined.
Pop musicians use it, reggaeton musicians use it, symphonic composers, jazz musicians use it. The electronic digital instrument is the place where musicians of all styles from all around the world meet.
Having the EDI program is really a step towards changing the game in electronic music.
Isn't it really cool? Yeah, so yeah, Berklee is always very forward thinking. This is what I'm talking about. And actually, on top of EDI, we also one of our most popular program is actually the electronic production and design program. So that one allows you to combine both science and also music at the same time. So you will learn how to code, you will learn how to build software, you will learn how music works behind the software. You get to learn how to build your own digital instrument and also how to write music, manipulate sound as well. So yeah, we have different things for everyone. And so a lot of people, they also ask us, hey, I want to study at Berklee. I want to be a part of the music industry. But what about, but I don't play an instrument. What should I do? So in 2020, we introduced a program, it's a Bachelor of Arts, that doesn't require you to play an instrument, but you can still study with us. So you will study the music industry, you study music business, you will learn about licensing, how artists get paid, you will learn about marketing, you will learn about new technology, AI, blockchain. These are the things that you will learn as well.
EPD 같이 코딩이나 소프트웨어, 디지털 악기 개발을 할 수 있는 그런 인기 있는 전공도 있고요. 화면에 있는 건 이제 예술학사라는 프로그램인데, 만약 버클리에 가고 싶은데 내가 할 줄 아는 악기가 없다면 예술학사로 지원하셔서 버클리에서 같이 공부를 할 수 있는데, 뭐 특허나 마케팅, 뭐 AI 등 다양한 음악 산업에 필요한 것들을 배울 수 있습니다.
And here's a little video of our Bachelor of Arts program.
예술학사 관련된
This year, Berklee College of Music will launch not only the first Bachelor of Arts degree in Music Industry Leadership and Innovation, but the first ever degree at Berklee that does not require an audition. What we're looking for is for people who want to work on the business side of the industry.
The Bachelor of Arts in Music Industry Leadership and Innovation is truly one of a kind. Unlike other music business programs, this BA has a foundation in design thinking.
So what is design thinking? It's thinking like a designer, using the methods and the mindsets of a designer. It's a methodology used to ask what is possible. What is possible is exciting.
If you look at all the major music groups right now, the Warners, the Universals, the Sonys, they're investing heavily in innovation labs. And to have a sustainable career or a sustainable business in music, you need to innovate.
Innovation is key to really unlocking the potential of all that we have in front of us.
We want the type of student who will dream of things that no one else has ever dreamt of.
And our students will have the opportunity to either work in the traditional current model or in any future model that they create.
If you're wondering, what will your life be like? You'll be taking classes in Insights and Innovation, Strategic Leadership, every music industry subject imaginable. You will also then move on to your practicums where you'll get hands-on experience in either licensing or concerts and touring or even artist development.
Students also have a choice of taking 3 different specializations to really hone in on one particular area of the industry.
And trust me, you will be busy and you're gonna love it.
The Bachelor of Arts in Music Industry Leadership and Innovation is designed to create the thought leaders and innovators of tomorrow.
So that's our BA program. So like the video says, you don't need to play an instrument, but you can also be part of the music industry. You can help artists write contracts, you can be in music law, you can learn about copyright, you can learn about music technology, you can learn about marketing, all that good stuff in the music business.
보시다시피 예술학사는 악기 연주를 따로 하지 않아도 되고, 대신 뭐 음악가들과 계약서를 작성하고 음악 관련 법률 아니면 마케팅, 다양한 기술을 배울 수 있습니다.
And here's an overview of our Bachelor of Arts program. So like I said, you don't have to take any music classes. You won't take music theory, you won't take ear training, sight reading, ensemble classes. It's mostly just liberal arts and your music industry and music business.
보시다시피 진짜 음악을 연주하는 수업, 뭐 시창청음 수업, 앙상블 수업 이런 거는 안 들어도 되고, 대신 교양 과목들을 들을 수 있습니다.
And here are our minors. So these minors are designed for people who have many different interests. So on top of your major, you can also take a couple of minors to build different skills, to learn about different things. For example, let's say if you are a music business major, but you want to learn a little bit about psychology, you want to learn about video game music, you want to learn about drama, dance, all these different things you can take at Berklee.
부전공은 다양한 관심사들을 잇는 학생들을 위한 것인데요. 한두 개 정도 할 수 있고, 가령 내가 비즈니스 전공인데 뭐 사회학이나 뭐 비디오 게임 이런 거에 관심이 있다면 부전공으로 수업을 들을 수 있습니다.
So by now you might be asking a question about, hey, there's so many different majors, so many different minors. Which ones are for me? Which one's for me? So there's no answer when it comes to if you pick this major, you're going to be successful at Berklee. There's nothing like that. So it all really depends on what you want to learn. And so talk to different people. So that, for example, in your first year, you won't get to declare your major anyway. So give yourself a chance to explore different options. Take introduction to film scoring. Take introduction to music business. See which one you like, and then make a decision after.
이쯤 들으시면 너무 많은 전공들과 수업이 있는데 어떤 걸 들어야 되지라는 의문점이 생기실 수 있는데요. 이 전공을 하면 버클리에서 꼭 성공할 수 있다 이런 전공은 없습니다. 무엇을 원하느냐에 따라 달라지기 마련이고요. 다양한 사람들 최대한 만나고 여러 가지 인트로덕션 기초 수업들이 있으니까 충분히 들어보시고 판단하는 걸 추천드립니다.
So the music business is very unpredictable, and then just like any other businesses or industries. So before you come to, when you're at Berklee, talk to different people, be open to different ideas, and then eventually, and you don't have to make a decision right now. So yeah, be open to learn different things, and then you'll find you're a good fit or not going forward.
버클리에 오기 전 최대한 많은 사람들과 얘기해보고 열려있는 태도가 중요한 것 같고요. 결정을 바로 당장 내리시지는 않아도 됩니다.
So here are our campus facilities. We offer on-campus housing. You can stay in the dorms, but you also can stay off campus as well. There's no required. And yeah, your first year is guaranteed. And we also have recording studios as well, lab stations for you to do your homework. Let's say if you have a software that you need to use for a certain class and you don't have it, you can use our labs as well. And performance venues, concert halls, and we also have campus life, and we have different student clubs for you to join, and then you can also work on campus, earn some extra pocket money, and yeah, many different programs.
기숙사에서 살거나 자취를 하셔도 되고 1학년의 경우는 기숙사가 보장됩니다. 기숙사 안에 다양한 시설들, 랩실, 레코딩 스튜디오가 있기도 하고요. 또 그 외에도 스튜디오나 공연장들 아니면 다양한 캠퍼스 라이프를 위한 시설들이 있습니다.
So I'm going to talk a little bit about careers now and what can you do after Berklee. So here are some of the companies that our alumni have graduated and go on and worked at. So like I said, Berklee is not just a music school. A lot of our students have now gone on to work at Google, Apple, hospitals, different media companies. So just because you study music doesn't mean that you can only be a performer. You can work at all these different companies.
버클리 졸업 이후에 다양한 진로가 있는데요. 앞서 말씀드렸다시피 버클리는 그냥 음악대학이 아니기 때문에 구글이나 애플 아니면 심지어 병원 같은 그냥 일반 회사에서도 일할 수 있고 내가 단순히 음악 전공을 했다고 해서 뮤지션이고 돼야 되는 건 아닙니다.
So the music industry is very broad. So for example, there are many different roles that you can do after Berklee. So for example, everyone has seen movies, right? Everyone has seen Netflix TV series. So in the end, when you see the ending credits, there's so many different names, so many different roles that you can play in the production. So just because you play an instrument doesn't mean you can only be a performer. You can do all the things in the closing credits that you see after you watch a movie.
음악 산업은 굉장히 매우 크고 다양한 역할들이 있습니다. 가령 넷플릭스를 우리가 볼 때 뒤에 크레딧 자막이 뜨잖아요. 그때 정말 다양한 역할의 사람들이 있는 것을 보면 알 수 있다시피 우리가 음악 전공을 해도 꼭 라이브 연주자가 되지 않고 다양한 일들을 할 수 있습니다.
So there are many different roles that you can play. So if you are a composer, after you write your music, you need someone to arrange for it, right? You need someone to play your music. and you need people to record your music. You need people to after you record your music, how do you promote it? You need someone in the music business to promote your music, to market your music, to make sure that you're getting paid, to make sure that the contracts that you are signing are making sure that you're being paid in a fair way. And after your music, after that, let's say if you have a concert, let's say you've released an album, you have a concert, you need someone to manage your concert as well. You need someone over there like this to manage this event. You can do so many different things.
가령 내가 작곡가여서 곡을 썼다고 했을 때 이 곡을 편곡해주는 어레인저도 필요하고 연주해줄 플레이어도 필요하고 녹음 엔지니어도 필요하고 또 더 나아가서 홍보나 뮤직 비즈니스를 담당해줄 사람도 필요합니다. 내가 회사와 계약을 했다면 그 계약이 잘 되었는지, 돈을 내가 잘 받을 수 있는 건지, 아니면 콘서트를 하게 된다면 콘서트 매니저도 필요할 수 있고요. 이것처럼 음악 산업에는 정말 다양한 직종이 있습니다.
Well, a good example is the performance you just saw earlier before this information session. So we have music coordinators who set up this entire event. We have performers, we have music tech, we have people who set up all these different microphones. We have people at the FOH who make sure all the levels are good for broadcasting. We have people over there to make sure that you're streaming the event effectively and smoothly. So these are all so many different roles that you can play in the music industry.
예를 들자면 이 행사를 준비하기 위해서도 뮤직 코디네이터가 필요한데요. 이 악기 장비를 세팅하는 사람, 뒤에 부스에서 음량을 조절하는 사람, 라이브 스트리밍이 잘 되었나 확인하는 사람 등 정말 다양한 사람들이 필요합니다.
So a lot of our alumni have gone on to work at these companies, but we also have alumni who are also gone on to work at CJ and SM Entertainment as well. And they are writers, we have producers, we have keyboardists, we have performers, and we also have A&R people, many different options.
저희 동창생들 중에서도 CJ나 SM에 가거나 프로듀서나 연주자 아니면 A&R로 일하는 사람들 정말 다양하게 있습니다.
So this all sounds really fancy, but however, there is no guarantee that if you study at Berklee, you will be hired by these companies. However, there's a chance for you to meet people from all these companies at Berklee.
제가 지금 굉장히 멋있게 말씀드렸는데 버클리에서 공부한다고 해서 꼭 이런 일들을 할 수 있는 건 아닙니다. 그렇지만 버클리에서 생활하면서 이런 사람들을 만날 수 있게 되는 기회를 갖기도 합니다.
So Berklee, we also have a very comprehensive and sophisticated career center that will help you find a job, how to write your resume, how to build your portfolio, and yeah, you can schedule a one-on-one meeting with a career guidance counselor to, let's say, okay, ask them about, hey, I'm interviewing for this job, what should I do? What kind of resume are people looking for? How do I build my portfolio to make it look really attractive? So these are the things that you can do with our career center.
버클리에 있는 커리어 센터에 가셔서 어떻게 하면 이력서를 작성할 수 있는지, 추천서를 받을 수 있는지, 포트폴리오를 어떻게 하면 멋있게 좀 더 정리할 수 있는지에 대한 조언을 얻을 수도 있습니다.
And Berklee, we also have our job searching portal as well. So our teachers, they are also working in the music industry as well, and they're also always finding talents. They're always finding musicians, always finding recording engineers. So they will post their jobs online to our Berklee portal for students to look at, and you can find jobs there as well. And not just our teachers, but also production companies, media library companies from all over the world will post jobs online as well. So that's where you can find your next role.
그리고 버클리에는 버클리만의 그 커리어 포털이라는 게 있는데 이게 쉽게 말해서 직업 구인 사이트입니다. 가령 선생님이 레코딩 엔지니어가 필요하거나 아니면 꼭 교수님들뿐만 아니라 어떤 회사에서 뮤지션들이 필요할 때 여기에서 구인 관련 정보가 올라옵니다.
And one of my most favorite event is actually our career jam. So this will happen every year, and all the companies that you saw earlier and more, not just in the United States but international as well, will gather at Berklee on campus, and you will meet with composers, you will meet with A&R people, You can talk to them, ask them questions. They will give workshops, and yeah, just to pick their brains, ask them questions, and see what you can do, see what people are looking for.
제가 가장 버클리에서 좋아하는 이벤트는 커리어잼이라는 이벤트인데요. 모든 회사들, 다양한 국제 회사들이 직접 버클리에 와서 이 이벤트를 진행합니다. 그래서 뭐 작곡가나 A&R이나 워크숍들이나 이런 게 관심이 있는 걸 얼마든지 질문할 수 있고 또 확인해 볼 수 있습니다.
And because of our career center, the resources that we give, we provide, 87 of our Berklee students have been employed within 18 months after they graduate.
이렇게 많은 양의 정보와 자원들 때문에 87%의 버클리 졸업생들이 18개월 이내에 졸업 후 직장을 얻게 됩니다.
And here I'll show you a little video of our career jam.
커리어잼에 관한 동영상입니다.
Career Jam is a huge networking event with a lot of industry people that come in, where the students get to connect and they can connect with us, and it's just really exciting.
Career Jam to me is a time where Berklee students can really show who they are to real industry professionals instead of it being in the classroom.
I love seeing people perform live, coming up to me, sending me their music. It's a lot of excitement.
You have to believe that you're worthy and that you have something that is unique and different, and don't let anyone talk you out of it.
I have so much inspiration. I have no more room for any more. Each workshop I keep going to, I just get more and more driven.
You catch big people that are CEOs, senior executive A&Rs. It's been an amazing experience.
I was a kid once. I was that kid wanting to make it in music, and at the time I didn't have an outlet. So I think it's that next step in my career is to try to give my time and give back.
The energy here is pretty amazing. It's really exciting to be talking to students who are about to move on to the next level of their life.
We want all of our students to have made real-world connections after their day today, and I hope that many of our students will see themselves in some of these careers and pursue.
So that is our Career Jam event. So it's pretty cool for you to meet with people who are actually working in the industry, ask them questions, and then they will give you advice, let you know like, oh, this is what is trending, this is what you should pay attention to. So very cool.
커리어잼에 관한 영상이었고요. 이렇게 실제 그 회사에서 일하는 사람들을 만나봄으로써 조언을 얻고 요즘 뭐가 유행하는지에 대한 최신 정보를 얻을 수 있습니다.
So now I'll talk a little bit about the application process and how do you get into Berklee.
이제 입학 원서에 관련한 걸 소개하겠습니다.
So it's easy. There are only 3 steps for you to have to do. First, create an application form and complete them, submit it. And the second step is to send in us your academic transcripts, your portfolio. Portfolio is optional, but we look at transcripts. And then after that, you come audition and interview with us.
입학 절차는 3단계로 매우 간단한데요. 처음 입학 원서를 내고 서류를 작성하고 제출하시면 되고, 두 번째로는 입학에 필요한 성적표라든지 포트폴리오는 옵션이기 때문에 그런 성적표를 제출하고 마지막 단계로 오디션과 인터뷰를 완료하시면 됩니다.
So your audition and interview, they are divided into 2 parts. So audition and interview. So for audition, there are 4 sections. The first one is your prepared piece, which you will perform live in front of the teachers and the judges. And after you perform your song, you will be tested on your improvisational skills, your sight reading skills, and your ear training skills.
오디션은 크게 2 부분으로 나누어져 있고 오디션과 인터뷰인데요. 오디션에서는 또 4가지로 나눠져 있어요. 그래서 자유곡과 즉흥 연주, 시창과 청음이 있습니다.
So for a prepared piece, you get 5 minutes. You get 5 minutes to show us what you're good at. And you can, I have one tip that I can give for the prepared piece is to play whatever you want to play. Whatever you like to play, whatever you love playing, you play that. We don't have any limits. We don't require you to play jazz. If you like to play rock, play rock. If you want to play pop music, if you want to play your own song, you can do it. There are no limits. Play whatever you want to play.
자유곡에 대해 짧게 설명드리자면 무엇이든 연주해도 되고요. 제한은 하나도 없습니다. 꼭 재즈가 아니어도 되고 락이어도 되고 팝이어도 되고 자작곡이어도 됩니다.
So like I said, there's no musical style. We have no limits. So we want to see what you're good at. We want to see what you're passionate about. We want to see how you express yourself on your instrument. So the teachers can tell if you're playing a song just for the sake of it to impress them, but we don't want to see that. We want to see we want to see you enjoy yourself.
앞서 말씀드렸다시피 아무런 제한이나 한계가 없고요. 자유곡에 있어서 가장 중요한 건 어떤 걸 표현하고 싶은지 그리고 뭐를 잘하는지가 중요합니다. 그냥 내가 이걸 좋은 인상을 주기 위해서 심사위원들에게 연주하는 게 아니라 내가 진짜 이걸 즐기고 있다는 걸 나타내 주셔야 합니다.
So if you're not sure what to play, talk to your teachers, talk to your private instructors. Ask them, hey, what am I good at? Is this style something I'm really good at, or should I approach different things? So they know you a little better, so talk to them.
만약 내가 자유곡으로 무엇을 연주해야 될지 감이 안 잡히신다면 개인 레슨 선생님과 얘기해 보시는 걸 추천합니다. 내가 무엇을 잘하고 좋아하는지에 대해 그분들이 조금 더 저보다 잘 알 수도 있기 때문입니다.
So we also like to see originality. So we see a lot of students who just want to replicate a recording and come audition with us. That is not something we really want to see. We want to see something different. We want to see how creative you can be. We want to see how you arrange your song. We want to see how you change the song that you're playing. So originality will determine your scholarship amount, which I will talk a little bit more. But right now, instead of replicating exactly a recording should sound like, we should focus more on originality and what you're good at.
또한 저희는 독창성을 굉장히 중요시 보는데요. 가끔 그대로 연주된 음원 그대로 연주하는 친구들도 있는데 어떻게 편곡을 했나, 얼만큼 창의적으로 했나도 저희가 장학금 여부를 판단하는 데 있어서 중요한 판단 근거입니다.
And the songs, like I said earlier, there are no limits. There are no expectations. We want you to have fun. So you don't have to play a technically advanced song. If the song only has 3 chords, play it. If you want to play original music, play it. Doesn't really matter. We want you to see you have fun, and we want to see you show us the best version of yourself.
장르나 스타일의 제한이 전혀 없고요. 제가 계속 강조하다시피 그리고 그냥 그저 여러분이 오디션장에 와서 좋은 시간을 보내시면 됩니다. 어렵고 복잡한 노래일 필요 없고요. 그냥 코드가 3개여도 됩니다.
So for after the prepared piece, the improvisation is they will test you on improvisation. So because being a musician, being able to collaborate with other people is also equally important. So we want to see how you call and response with different people. How do you collaborate? How do you use your ears? So those are things that will be tested on your improvisational skills.
그 다음은 이제 즉흥 연주로 넘어가는데요. 연주자가 되는 것의 중요한 부분 중에 하나는 내가 음악을 듣고 어떻게 반응하는지입니다. 그래서 즉흥 연주를 시험에서 봅니다.
So, and then for your sight reading and ear training tests, we will start with something really simple, and then we'll slowly increase our difficulty level to see where you're currently at. So for sight reading, we will show you a little. Everything is also online as well, and yeah, you can go online to look at what our sight reading test will be like.
그 다음 초경과 시창청음의 경우에는 쉬운 것부터 이제 어려운 것까지 난이도를 높여가게 되고요. 이거에 대한 예시 문제들은 버클리 온라인 사이트에서 확인하실 수 있습니다.
And for ear training, it's both rhythmic and melodic. So we will ask, it's a lot of some call and response. Let's say they will play a beat, and we'll ask you to replicate whatever just played on your instrument. And we will also start with something simple, and then we will slowly increase the difficulty to see where your ability is at.
청음의 경우에도 이제 간단한 리듬이나 멜로디에서부터 시작하고 점차 단계를 올려가서 여러분이 얼만큼까지 할 수 있는지 테스트를 해봅니다.
And finally, I'm gonna say one more time that put most of your focus on your prepared piece. You can have all the freedom that you want. If you want to arrange a song, if you want to play electronic music, if you want to play your original song, if you want to play 2 songs within 5 minutes, it's also up to you. We have no boundaries. Just do whatever you think you are good at and have fun.
이 중에서 자의곡에 가장 노력을 많이 들이라고 말씀드리고 싶고요. 5분 이내에 정말 여러분이 하시고 싶은 무엇이든 하셔도 됩니다. 만약 짧은 곡을 2곡을 내가 5분 안에 연주하겠다 하면 그것도 가능합니다.
And after your 15 minutes of your audition, you will spend 15 minutes in your interview. So you will talk to an admissions representative, and we will ask you questions about your background, your career goals. What do you want to do after Berklee? Why do you choose Berklee? What can you bring to Berklee? And all these questions are also available online as well.
15분의 오디션 이후에는 인터뷰로 넘어가는데요. 여러분의 음악적 배경이 어떠한지, 목표는 어떠한지, 왜 버클리를 선택했는지, 그리고 여러분들이 버클리에 무엇을 기여할 수 있는지를 물어보게 됩니다. 또한 이 질문들도 다 버클리 온라인 사이트에 올라와 있습니다.
So we want to see students who are prepared, who not are only good on their instrument. We also want to see what kind of ideas they can bring to Berklee. Because a lot of students, they focus a lot on their audition, but they don't have anything to say in their interview. So it doesn't really give us a full picture of who you are as a musician and a person as well. So go to our website, take a look at our questions, and then, be prepared.
저희는 준비된 학생들을 뽑고 싶습니다. 그냥 악기를 잘하는 게 아니라 어떤 아이디어를 가지고 있고 어떤 뮤지션으로서 성장하고 싶은지를 초점을 두고 있습니다. 가령 오디션에만 너무 준비하고 인터뷰는 신경을 쓰지 않는 친구들도 있는데 저희는 큰 그림을 보기 때문에 꼭 웹사이트에 들어가셔서 질문 사항들을 미리 확인하시기 바랍니다.
Yep, so look at our website and then look at the questions and really think about what you want to say in your interview. Let's say, what do you want to do after Berklee? What are your career goals? You don't have to know today before your interview, but we just want to hear what kind of ideas or insights you might have for the future.
웹사이트에서 꼭 보고 미리 확인하시기 바라고요. 진지하게 정말 한번 고민해 보시기 바랍니다. 내가 졸업 이후에는 뭘 하고 싶은지, 음악적으로는 어떻게 성장하고 싶은지 꼭 여러분들이 명확한 답을 내리라는 게 아니라 여러분들의 아이디어와 통찰력을 보고 싶은 겁니다.
And we will also ask you a question about what can you bring to Berklee. So this question is actually very easy to answer. Just think about your personality. Think about what you can offer. So if you're hardworking, if you're collaborative, you love to work with people, you love to explore, open your mind to different cultures, and you're on time, you are determined. These are the qualities that you can also bring up too.
또한 버클리에 무엇을 기여하고 싶냐는 질문이 있는데요. 인터뷰 중에 이거 굉장히 쉽습니다. 여러분들 성격에 대해서 한번 생각해 보세요. 내가 열심히 하는 스타일인지 아니면 좀 친구들과 협동적인 스타일인지 아니면 굉장히 오픈 마인드인 사람인지 아니면 성실한 사람인지 이런 것들에 대해서 한번 미리 생각해 보시기 바랍니다.
So, just to emphasize again, they are equally important. We're not paying more attention to your audition or your interview. We look at everything. We look at your audition, your interview, and also your academic transcripts. Everything is equally important. So be prepared, understand what we're looking for, and everything is on the website. The more prepared you are, the more scholarship you will get.
다시 한번 강조드리지만 오디션과 인터뷰 모두 진짜 중요합니다. 그래서 여러분들의 오디션, 인터뷰, 그리고 학업 성적을 총체적으로 고려해서 장학금이 나가게 되는데요. 여러분이 더 많이 준비할수록 더 많은 장학금을 받을 수밖에 없습니다.
So here's another summary. It's very easy. First step, open an application, send in your transcripts, your language scores, and then come audition with us. So the audition is offered online and also in person. So every year we travel to different countries to hold auditions, and yeah. But if you cannot travel for a specific reason, then you can also audition online with us as well.
그래서 간단히 다시 요약해 보자면 입학 원서를 내시고 성적표를 내시고 저희는 이제 온라인과 오프라인으로 두 개 다 오디션을 제공하고 있습니다. 투어를 하는 경우에는 이제 현장에서 오디션을 볼 수 있습니다.
So there are 3 different semesters you can join. So our most popular is obviously the fall semester, but if it doesn't work out, you can also come study with us. You can start in the spring or in the summer as well.
그리고 입학 시작 학기가 이제 3가지 옵션이 있는데요. 아마 가을 학기를 제일 많이 지원하실 것 같고 봄 학기나 여름 학기도 가능합니다.
And a lot of you might be thinking about, hey, I have produced music in the past. I have some portfolio. I have a website. Will this help determine my scholarship? And the answer is, it might not, because it's optional. Your portfolio is optional. We put our focus and emphasis on your audition, interview, and your transcripts. Your portfolio might let us see you holistically, like who you are as a musician, what you're good at. However, we put most of our emphasis on your audition and interview.
포트폴리오를 제출해도 되는지 아마 궁금하실 텐데 뭐 이전에 음악 작업물이 있다면 그게 과연 장학금에 영향을 미칠지는 그럴 수도 있고 아닐 수도 있습니다. 이제 그런 포트폴리오가 있으면 여러분들이 어떤 뮤지션인지 전체적으로 판단하는 데 도움이 되기도 하지만 더 중요한 거는 실제 현장의 인터뷰와 오디션입니다.
So, Berklee, one very cool thing about Berklee is everyone who auditioned with us will be automatically considered for merit-based scholarship. So if you come audition with us, we will consider you for scholarship. There is no separate process.
버클리에서 오디션을 보면 자동적으로 메리 스콜러십에 지원을 하게 되는데요. 여러분이 따로 신청을 하지 않고 그냥 자동적으로 장학금의 고려 대상이 되는 것입니다.
And we also don't really have a limit. We can offer from $5,000 to a full tuition scholarship and presidential scholarship as well. However, the presidential scholarship is only awarded to really, really talented people. So we only have a limited amount of money that we can give out. However, about 40% of people who audition and interview with us will get a scholarship.
장학금 양에 제한된 금액은 없고요. $5,000에서부터 크게는 뭐 전액 장학금 그리고 기숙사비까지 담당하는 총장 장학금도 있는데 총장 장학금의 경우는 진짜 잘하는 친구들에게 가게 되고요. 입학하는 학생들 중에 총 40% 정도가 장학금을 받고 입학합니다.
And actually we work really closely with CJ, Cultural Foundation, to offer scholarships as well. And each year they will support 5 or 6 students for partial scholarships and also presidential scholarship as well.
또한 저희는 CJ와 굉장히 긴밀히 협업하고 있는데요. 매년 5명에서 6명 정도의 학생들을 지원하고 있고 부분 장학금과 총장 장학금이 있습니다.
And the CJ scholarship is designed to support a South Korean student.
그리고 CJ 장학금은 한국인 학생들만을 위한 것입니다.
And even after you come into Berklee, you can still keep on applying for scholarship as well. We have Thrive scholarships. We have a lot of different donors who will support different kinds of students. So when you come to Berklee, keep working hard, and then you will have to write an essay to prove that why you deserve a scholarship. So we offer scholarships in many different ways.
버클리에 입학하고 난 후에도 다양한 장학금의 기회가 있는데요. 뭐 대표적으로 Thrive 스콜러십이라는 게 있고 또 다양한 기부자분들이 계셔서 뭐 내가 에세이를 써서 내가 왜 장학금을 받아야 되는지 어필을 할 수 있습니다.
And once again, everyone who auditioned with us will be considered for a scholarship. No separate process.
그리고 다시 한번 강조드리지만 오디션 버클리에 지원을 하면 자동적으로 메리 스칼러십에 지원이 되고 다른 지원 방법은 없습니다.
Berklee also has different global partnerships all around the world as well. SJA is a perfect example. So a lot of people, they think, okay, studying in Boston is a little too expensive. You can also study at all these different schools. These are just a handful of them. We actually have more. And yeah, study your core music courses in Seoul, and then after you're done, transfer all your credits over. This is another cost-saving plan.
버클리에는 다양한 글로벌 파트너들이 있는데요. 여기 SJA가 그 중에 하나고, 만약 내가 버클리에서 공부하고 싶은데 학비가 너무 비싸서 부담된다면 여기 있는 학교들 중에 아무 곳이나 이제 가셔서 수업을 듣고 기초 코어 수업을 다 들은 후에 그 학점들을 그대로 버클리에 트랜스퍼 하실 수 있습니다.
And finally, we are coming back to Seoul in November, and here are our audition dates. We will hold our auditions and interviews right here at SJA, and yeah, even though you can audition in person or online, we will always recommend you to audition in person. So you get to collaborate with teachers, you get to see them in person, you get to ask them questions about Berklee, what are they looking for, network, and yeah, meet different people.
마지막으로 이제 저희 다음 서울에서의 오디션 일정은 11월에 잡혀 있는데요. 대면으로 오디션을 보는 것과 오프라인에 보는 것 중에 추천을 드리자면 무조건 대면을 추천드립니다. 같이 교수님들과 연주도 해볼 수 있고 다양한 걸 질문해 볼 수도 있고 얘기도 나눠볼 수 있기 때문입니다.
So our audition and interview spots are quickly filling out. So if you are thinking about Berklee, I highly recommend you to create an application right now. And after you get a decision, you don't have to study right away. Let's say if your plans change, you can also defer to it for the semester as well.
그 오디션 가능한 자리들이 차고 있으니까 지금 원서 접수를 하시는 걸 추천드리고요. 만약 나의 계획들이 변경된다면 입학 연기도 가능합니다.
And that is all I have for today. So any questions if you have any other further questions, that's the email address that you can reach out to us, and we'll be happy to answer any other questions.
여기까지 제가 준비한 거고요. 만약 더 질문이 있으시면 저기 이메일로 문의를 주셔도 됩니다.
And so, yep, you can scan the following QR code to learn more about what our other programs that we have, any new visits, any new initiatives. This is the best way to keep yourself posted with whatever we are offering.
다른 프로그램이나 정보에 관련된 건 이제 QR 코드 들어가셔서 웹사이트에서 확인하실 수 있습니다.
So now I will take some questions, and I'm going to invite some of our students at SJA as well to come on stage, and then you can ask us any questions. So any questions about the SJA program and their little background, what the audition process is like, feel free to ask us any questions.
그래서 이제 저도 질문을 받고 그 SJ 여기 학생들을 몇 명 초대해서 만약 SJ 학생들에게 궁금한 게 있으시면 직접 물어보셔도 됩니다.
Thank you very much. I hope that was helpful. All right. So yeah, if you have any questions about the application process or if you have questions for the students, we're here to help.
입학 과정이나 뭐 인터뷰에 관한 질문 아무거나 뭐든지 해주셔도 됩니다. Do you think maybe we should introduce ourselves?
Yes. Talk a little bit about your background and your instrument.
네, 안녕하세요. 저는 아까 오프닝 때 저기서 키보드 치던 사람이고요. 네, 저는 정혜인이라고 합니다. 네, 그리고 저는 작년 여기 SJA에 51기로 들어왔고요. 그리고 그 정규 과정 다 마친 뒤에 작년에 한국에서 버클리 오디션 봤었고요. 그리고 반액 장학금이 나와서 23,000불 받았고, 그리고 여기 BGP 장학금이라고 여기서 받을 수 있는 학원에서 받을 수 있는 장학금을 받아서 2,500불 받았었고, 그리고 CJ 그 문화재단에서 그 음악 장학생으로 선정이 돼서 8,000불 장학금을 받았고 1월에 아마 그 입학 예정입니다. 그래서 궁금하신 점 있으시면은 저한테 편하게 질문해 주시면 됩니다. 네, 그리고 다음 분 소개.
안녕하세요. 저는 지금 54기 베이스 다니고 있는 이인서입니다. 저는 조금 특별하게 옛날에 41기 기타로 들어왔다가 이제 악기를 바꾸고 이제 군 복무 이후에 이제 54기로 와서 베이스 전공 수업을 들으면서, 그리고 또한 이제 개인 레슨 같이 베이스 수업을 받고 이번 연도에 시험을 보려고 합니다. 반갑습니다.
안녕하세요. 저는 49기 피아노로 SJA에 왔었고요. 작년에 11월에 여기에서 오디션을 보고 14,000불 장학금을 받았는데 조금 장학금에 아쉬움이 있어서 이번 올해 오디션을 한 번 더 볼 계획을 하고 있습니다.
Well, we'll answer any questions. So it doesn't have to be the application process. You can also ask us about what Berklee is like, what kind of people you meet, and then what kind of facilities you have access to. And yeah, open to any questions.
꼭 입학 과정 아니라 버클리에서 어떤 시설이 있고 어떤 프로그램이 있는지 아무거나 다 질문 편하게 해주셔도 됩니다.
Yes.
네, 저는 이제 질문이 이제 두 개가 있는데 하나만 해볼게요. 네, 네, 그 이번에 신설된다는 이제 Black Music and Culture가 정확하게 어떤 음악을 하는 건지, 뭐 퍼포먼스를 좀 담당하면서 하는 건지 아니면 히스토리 위주로 이제 하는 건지 그게 좀 궁금해서.
So he's interested in the newly built Black and Music Culture major, and he was wondering, is it more like performance oriented or theory oriented?
So it's a little bit of both. So you get to study different things too. You get to study history and a gospel as well, because since it's a Bachelor's of Music program, you will also learn about music theory. You also learn about you have to play in different ensembles. You're required to learn to play in ensembles too. You're required to learn ear training, sight reading, music theory, and we have over 400 ensembles. So you can play in a Brazilian ensemble, you can play in Afro-Cuban, you can play in Latin, like what we just heard today. You can play in electronic ensemble. We also have a DJ class as well. So many different options. And yeah, on top of the things that you study, history, gospel music, you also get to learn about different things as well. And you can also build your major by combining minors as well.
다양한 이론 수업과 앙상블 수업, 청음 수업이 다 복합적으로 있고 400개가 넘는 브라질 앙상블, 라틴 앙상블들이 존재하고 있고 직접 그 수업들을 설계할 수도 있습니다.
Thank you.
You had 다른 질문. He had one more question.
혹시 이거는 그냥 메이저를 이제 복수 전공이라고 하죠, 저희가. 복수 전공을 꼭 메이저 마이너로만 해야 되는지 아니면 메이저도 가능한지.
So he was wondering if the term double major means that you can actually major in two different major, or is it have to be major and minor?
So you can double major. You can choose two majors. So I know a friend, he majored in film scoring and he also majored in composition. So he's now working for Netflix and Disney. So one thing I would talk about double major is you can do it, but sometimes classes might not align with each other. So you have to talk to our advisor to make sure that if I take this class and this class together, can I graduate on time? So my friend, he graduated within 3 years. So it's possible to double major and save time. But you have to make sure that you just talk to our advisors, and then they'll help you make sure that, okay, the classes, semester 1, take this. Semester 5, take these classes, and make sure that you're on track.
두 개의 주전공을 하는 것도 가능한데 다만 이제 수업들이 겹치거나 전공 시간들이 안 맞을 수도 있으니까 내가 원하는 졸업 연도에 이렇게 졸업을 할 수 있는지 그걸 어드바이저랑 상담해서 몇 학기에 무슨 수업을 들어야 되는지를 확인해 보는 게 좋을 것 같고 실제로 친구분께서 3년 안에 두 개의 주전공을 끝낸 경우도 있다고 합니다.
Thank you very much. You're welcome. Any other questions? We have one at the back.
Hello. I have two slightly related questions about the TOEFL English exam. If I'm technically a Korean, but English is also my first language, I was wondering if I would have to submit a TOEFL exam. And also if, for my friend here, if you have two passports, American and Korean, would she also have to submit a TOEFL exam certificate?
So if your primary language is English, it's fine. So, and also if you have studied at an institution where English is offered if your program is offered in English, and then we can waive the TOEFL exam as well. And for example, for international schools, we have a lot of IB programs, and for those reasons, it doesn't really make sense for you to submit your TOEFL exams. So talk to our advisors, and then if they believe that we can waive it for you, they'll do it. And for the second question it's pretty much the same. It doesn't matter where you're from. If your primary language is English, it's fine. Yep.
Thank you.
We have a question over here.
Thank you for the great presentation. I was wondering if voice is still considered to be a certain instrument, as you mentioned that all students are required to play a certain instrument and electronic devices are now considered as an instrument. Does it happen to the same?
Yes, voice is still considered as an instrument.
Then students who major in singing does not require to play another certain instrument other than voice performance?
No. And you can, let's say if your voice is your instrument and you want to play the piano along or your guitar with your in your audition, if voice is something that you pick during the application process, we'll put our emphasis on voice. But let's say if you play the piano and you want to sing, we will focus on the piano instead. So it really depends on which instrument that you pick during the application process. You can, for the prepared piece, you can play by yourself, you can play with a backing track, you can play with a band, you can bring your friends with you, and yeah, it's really all up to you. We are really, really flexible.
간단히 설명드리자면 이제 보이스도 악기로 인정될 수 있냐고 여쭤보셨는데 인정될 수 있고 다만 내가 악기를 연주하면서 노래를 부르고 싶을 때 둘 중에 하나만 조금 더 평가를 하게 된다고 합니다. 오디션장에서.
In that case, do I have to mention which field I would like to pay more attention to during the application form, or?
You will get to select only one instrument during the application process. So if it's voice, then select voice. You only get to pick one.
입학 원서에는 한 가지 악기만 선택할 수 있습니다.
Any other questions? Yep, we have one in front.
I have a question about Boston Conservatory. Like, I was curious if is it possible to enter Berklee and transfer to Boston Conservatory and graduate there?
Are you currently a Berklee student or?
No, I'm prepared.
Okay, so if you're already a Berklee student and you want to transfer to Boston Conservatory, it's a different process. So you will have to talk to your advisor to make sure that the credits that you transfer over, the credits that you've taken can be transferred over. So yeah, it's a very different separate process. Same goes for entering students as well. Yeah, there's also an audition, but it's a different process. Does that answer your question? Okay.
간단히 요약하면 그 버클리 입학 이후에 보스턴 컨서버터리로 트랜스퍼 가능하냐고 여쭤보셨는데 그 두 학교는 아예 다른 학교라서 다른 입학 절차가 필요하다고 합니다.
Yep, we have one in front.
앉아 계신 세 분께 여쭤보고 싶은 게 있는데 각자 본인의 음악 인생에 있어서 버클리에 진학을 하게 된 이유랑 버클리에 가서 무엇을 얻고 하고 싶은지가 궁금합니다.
He's asking us why we have decided to apply for Berklee and what it means to us in our life.
Do you want to start?
버클리에 가고 싶은 이유랑 그게 자기의 음악 인생에 어떤 의미를 가지는지.
저는 그 음대를 이미 졸업을 했었던 상태였는데 버클리에서 그러니까 클래식을 전공을 했었어가지고 재즈에 대해서 조금 더 많이 알고 싶었고 그러다 보니까 이제 좀 더 그 실습 기회도 많고 더 그리고 재즈에서 이제 쓰는 악기들에 대해서 더 많이 배울 수 있다고 생각을 해서 버클리로 진학을 선택을 했고요. 그리고 버클리에서 배우고 싶은 뭐였죠?
음악 인생에 어떤 의미를 갖고
그래서 버클리 안에서는 아무래도 다양한 그 인종들도 있고 그리고 다양한 전공들이 특히 다른 학교들보다 버클리가 좋다고 생각한 게 그 작곡에 관련된 전공들이 되게 많아서 보통은 퍼포먼스 그냥 작곡 이렇게만 있는데 작곡도 무슨 일렉트로닉도 있고 재즈도 있고 클래식도 있고 하니까 거기서 좀 많은 그 인사이트를 얻어가고 싶었고 그래서 거기서 많이 공부를 해서 좀 한국에서 뭐 오케스트라라든가 아니면은 뭐 편곡이라든가 그런 쪽 관련돼서 일을 할 목표를 갖고 있습니다.
감사합니다.
Anything to add?
저는 우선 그 버클리를 계속 목표로 하게 된 시작이 고등학교 때 우연히 그냥 선생님께서 한번 버클리 오디션 봐봐라 뭐 한번 경험해보면 좋지 않겠냐 해서 시작했었는데요. 그게 어쨌든 스자에서 이루어지니까 스자에 오게 됐고 사실 막상 이제 어릴 때는 이제 뭔가 삶의 방향을 결정하지 않은 채로 있었기 때문에 아버지께서 여기로 보내신 거예요. 자연스럽게. 그래서 스자에 와서 그냥 어쩌다 공부하고 어쩌다 연습하고 시험 보고 수업을 듣게 됐는데 그 스자에서의 수업들과 경험들이 굉장히 저에게 동기부여가 많이 됐었고요. 그러다가 이제 조금 좋았던 것이 버클리가 아니더라도 스자도 굉장히 많은 그리고 다양한 수업들이 있고 선생님들과 학생들 여러 학생들을 만나면서 되게 정말 다양한 경험을 했거든요. 그 중에 제가 원래 기타로 들어왔었어요. 41기 거의 한 5년 전이죠. 5년이 아니야. 7년 6년 전이네요. 그때 들어왔었는데 이제 어쩌다가 이제 뭐 여기를 졸업하면 이제 조교로서 선생님들이 부르시기도 하고 어쩌다가 도와주러 청강을 들어가기도 하는데 그때 이제 베이스가 없어서 제가 라틴 수업을 들어가게 됐거든요. 그때 이제 퍼커션이나 혹은 그런 조금 더 큰 앙상블 그리고 이제 베이스라는 악기를 처음 또 접해보게 되고 또 저한테 새로운 경험이었어서 그게 베이스로 전과하는 기회가 또 됐고요. 그래서 조금 더 제가 하고 싶은 것들이 구체화가 됐던 계기들이었던 것 같아요. 라틴 음악을 꼭 하고 싶었고요. 그리고 이제 콘트라베이스, 그리고 재즈 앙상블 혹은 빅밴드에 참여하고 싶은 그런 동기부여가 됐던 것 같아요. 그래서 더 버클리가 가고 싶어졌고요. 그래서 열심히 이제 전공 수업과 개인 레슨 들으면서 이번 11월에 시험 볼 준비를 하고 있습니다. 그게 제가 버클리 가고 싶어하는 이유와 의미입니다. 네, 감사합니다.
저 같은 경우에는 저는 어릴 때부터 음악을 공부하고 싶었고 어릴 때부터 그냥 유학을 가고 싶었는데 그 상황이 여의치 않아서 대학교는 그냥 한국에서 다녔었어요. 그러면서 계속 어떤 유학에 대한 꿈을 갖고 있었는데 뭔가 현실적으로 생각했을 때 내가 유학 비용을 아낄 수 있는 방법이 뭐가 있을까 하다가 찾아서 이제 졸업 후에 여기 스자에 오게 됐고, 그리고 왜 버클리냐라고 하냐면 저는 진짜 미국의 음대들을 다 찾아봤거든요. 굉장히 그 찾아보는 걸 잘하는 편이라서 다 찾아봤는데 다른 대부분의 전공들은 뭐 필름 스터디, 재즈 스터디로 돼 있어요. 전공명이. 그래서 거기 가면 뭔가 4년 내내 재즈 음악만 해야 될 것 같은 거예요. 근데 저는 재즈도 너무 좋아하지만 팝 음악도 좋아하고 뭐 송라이팅 이런 것도 관심이 많기 때문에 이제 뭐 개인 레슨 선생님하고 얘기해 봤을 때도 만약 너가 다양한 걸 하고 싶다면 버클리가 맞다. 그래서 버클리에 가고 싶어졌고요. 그리고 버클리에 가는 게 제 음악 인생에 무슨 의미가 될지는 아직 안 가봐서 솔직히 정확하게 모르겠어요. 근데 한국에서도 대학 생활을 경험해 본 바로서는 학생 신분으로서 사회에 있는다는 게 굉장히 큰 특권이더라고요. 뭔가 내가 당장 돈을 벌고 당장 나를 증명하지 않고도 학업을 하고 뭔가 탐구할 수 있는 시간을 가질 수 있다는 게 인생에서 모두에게 주어지는 경험은 아니잖아요. 그래서 만약 버클리 같이 정말 훌륭한 학교에 간다면 나의 음악적인 깊이를 훨씬 더 깊게 가져갈 수 있지 않을까. 내가 뭐 당장 5년만 음악을 할 게 아니라 10년, 20년, 30년을 바라보는 거라면 그래서 그렇게 생각하고 있습니다.
감사합니다.
We have one question in the back.
Hello. I'm a non-Korean, basically. I'm an expat living in Korea, and we're very interested for for our son to pursue Berklee as a college. I'm wondering. I have a question for the for the students as well as for Mr. Lim. For the students, have you all taken the Berklee track course as SJA before you apply for Berklee? And how important is that course, in contributing to your acceptance to Berklee? And also to Mr. Lim, is it, really a kind of a very necessary or compulsory preparation step to take the SJA Berklee track course in order to apply for or to be accepted to Berklee?
So I can answer the second question first. So it's not compulsory to come to SJA before you go to Berklee. If you want to go to Berklee right away to Boston, it's also up to you. It's not compulsory to come to SJA, but it's people go to different countries for a different reason. So for example, first is cost saving. Sometimes it's the cost of living is cheaper here in Korea compared to Boston. And so I also went to a global partner school. I went to one in Malaysia. It's called International College of Music. So I did my 2 years there. I studied all ear training, music fundamentals, ensemble classes, and then after that I transferred everything over, and then it just saved a lot of money. And some students, they might want to experience a different culture first before going to the United States. And I know we have a student over here, and then she's actually from Malaysia as well. And she comes to SJA, and then she's met different people, and yeah, different cultures, and then learn about different people. It's all up to you, but it's not compulsory. It's just an option for you. And do you all want to speak a little bit about the core music program?
So she has finished her course of study for Berklee track, and we are taking it right now. So we are in course of taking the courses. 간단히 요약드리자면 SJ 같은 자매 결혼 학교에서 수업을 듣는 게 의무적이냐라고 여쭤보셨는데 림 선생님이 의무적인 건 아니지만 비용을 굉장히 절감할 수 있고 또 본인도 말레이시아에서 버클리 가기 전에 2년을 공부하셨대요. 자매 결혼 학교에서. 미리 그런 코어 뮤직이나 이제 문화 경험을 하는 거에 있어서 도움이 되었다고 합니다. 그리고 저희 둘은 버클리 트랙을 듣고 있고 혜인 언니는 다 마친 상태입니다. 인서 오빠도 다 들었다고 합니다.
Any other questions? Yep, we have one.
올해 11월 달에 이제 시험을 보고 만약에 이제 버클리에서 합격을 해서 이제 합격 통지를 받고 나면 아까 보니까 미룰 수 있는 게 있다는데 그게 최대한 언제까지 미룰 수 있는지 궁금합니다.
So if you take the audition this November, how long can I defer my admission if I can get into Berklee? What would be the maximum amount of year?
So I don't have the deadline right at the top of my mind, but can we connect after this event and I'll let you know? Okay. All right. Thank you.
그 정확하게 기억이 안 나는데 그 후에 끝나고 한번 연락을 드리겠다고 하십니다.
Yeah, I don't want to give you the wrong answer. So let's connect after this, and I'll give you the date. Everything is also online as well. So if anyone else is interested in the decision date, it's also all online. But any questions after this information session, you can come talk to me. Any other questions? Doesn't have to be the application process. Oh, you have one.
I heard there are opportunities for students to work on campus. Like, could you tell us maybe more about it? Like, what kind of jobs you could have on campus and stuff like that?
Excellent question. So I actually work on campus too, and it doesn't really matter what kind of major you're in. You can apply for different jobs. You can work as a campus tour guide. You can work in IT. That's what I did. I was a customer service assistant, so I just pick up calls and answering questions about my laptop is dying. What can I do? And then did you try turning it off and turning it on again? That kind of thing. So really depends on what you want to do. So the music production ones, to be a studio assistant one, those jobs are also available, but those can be very, very competitive. So you will get to sit at the desk and sign people in, and then cleaning up studios, understanding how cables work, which equipment should go where, all that kind of good stuff. So it really depends on what you want to do. But all the departments will have student employees. We have a lot of student employees, and you can only work up to, I believe, 12 to 15 hours. I don't have the number right now, but there's a limit on how many hours you can work on campus per week. So yeah, check online and then you have the answer.
간단히 요약드리자면 학교 안에서 할 수 있는 알바에 대해 여쭤보셨고, 뭐 투어 가이드, 전화 상담, 뭐 레코딩 스튜디오에서 그런 장비 정리하는 일 등 여러 가지 일들이 있고, 모든 부서에서 학생들을 알바로 고용하고 있고, 뭐 최대 15시간까지 일을 할 수 있다고 합니다.
So I had a little bit of a quick question. After graduating at Berklee, I heard that a lot of F1 visa students have the opportunity for applying the OPT. Does Berklee have that system?
Yes, we do. And so I believe it's 1 year. You get to for 1 year you get to stay in America after you graduate. And if you are in the engineering program, I believe you get 3 years of OPT as well. So it gives you a little bit more time to look for jobs. You don't have to do everything within 1 year. So really, I think it depends on the major. Thank you.
졸업 이후에 이제 F1 비자나 OPT 관련해서 질문을 주셨는데 1년 보통 연주 전공이나 다른 전공들 1년 가능하고 엔지니어 전공인 경우 3년까지 비자가 나온다고 합니다.
오디션을 한 번 더 보실 생각이라고 하셔서 여쭤보고 싶은데 11월에 한국에서 치러지는 오디션 말고 전 세계적으로 오디션이 이뤄지니까 다음 2024년 9월 개강에 해당하는 외국 오디션도 중복으로 이제 치르시는 경우도 있다고 들었는데 혹시 그런 옵션은 고려를 안 하고 계신 건지 궁금합니다.
고려를 안 하진 않았고 아무래도 그냥 저는 여기 학생이고 여기 공간이 편하니까 뭔가 뭐 여행 경비가 들지도 않고 그래서 11월이 보면 좋겠다고 생각했고 주변 친구들 중에 일본 가서 뭐 1월이나 2월에 보는 경우도 꽤 봤습니다. 중복으로는 안 되고 가을 학기 이게 약간 수시 정시 같은 느낌이라서 둘 중에 하나만 보실 수 있습니다.
Any other questions? Going once. Yep. Always works.
While attending Berklee, like if you get good scores, like maybe all A's, could that also bring you some scholarships?
Yes, definitely. So to keep on applying for different scholarships, like I said, we always look at you as a pretty holistic way. So grades is definitely very important because according to our data, students who do really well in academically has a higher success rate after they graduate. So we want to see students who are just not only good at music but also studies as well, because ultimately Berklee College of Music, it's still a music school. So we want you to be successful in whatever you want to do.
그 성적 장학금에 대해서 여쭤보셨는데 성적 장학금도 존재하고, 그러니까 버클리 학교를 다니면서 내가 만약 다 A를 받았다 그럴 때 지원할 수 있는 장학금도 있고, 버클리에선 성적을 굉장히 중요시하게 여기는 게 그 데이터베이스를 보면 학업을 잘하는 친구들이 사회에 나가서도 더 성공할 확률이 높기 때문이라고 합니다.
Yep, we have one in the back.
I just want to clarify that I'm asking for a friend, but how's the food at the cafeteria?
So the food at cafeteria is, I think it's okay. It's decent. It's mostly American food, but I think they're trying to introduce different cuisines as well. It's not just American and Western. There's some Mexican food as well, and it's a buffet style. So there are fruits, there are vegetables, there's pizza, there's there's coffee, there's soda, and it changes every day too. So it's not just the same food every day. And yeah, sometimes I go there too because you don't really want to think about it, and then it's a buffet style, so you can eat as much as you want.
Is it free or do you have to pay?
So if you're not staying on campus, then you have to pay. Even I have to pay. Ridiculous.
그 요약하자면 학식에 대해서 학식 어떤지 여쭤보셨고, 뭐 나쁘지 않다, 뭐 미국 음식이 주로 있지만 뭐 멕시코 음식, 뭐 다양한 나라 음식들이 있고, 과일, 채소, 커피, 음료 등 매일 바뀌고, 그리고 기숙사에 살면 그 학식이 공짜고, 기숙사에 살지 않으면 학식은 돈을 내고 먹어야 합니다.
So another thing to add is that near Berklee, in Boston, we have a little Korean town as well. So that's where you'll find Korean food, a little very close to the Korean community. And that's where I actually found my passion for Korean food too. Can you believe it? I learned about sundubu, I learned about solongtang, I learned about jampong. Those are my favorite food, honestly. So yeah, I know. I just learned that too. Did you know? Yeah. So yeah, there's different restaurants in Alston. It's called Alston. You take a train for 15 to 20 minutes, and then you get to Harvard Avenue. It's Alston, and then there's a close-knit Korean community, and then all the dessert, all the different kinds of food. You'll get there.
조금 덧붙이시자면 버클리 근처에 뭐 15분, 20분 정도 가면 올슨이라는 이제 한인 커뮤니티가 있는데, 거기에 뭐 한국 음식들 하는 요리 식당들도 있고, 뭐 실제로 설렁탕이나 순두부 같은 걸 드시고 굉장히 반하셨다고 합니다.
Yep.
그 학교 성적을 약간 모범상이나 반주상 같은 걸로 메꿀 수 있나요?
고등학교.
네.
So she was wondering if she could replace her high school grades to her other academic performances, like all she got from school.
What do you mean by replace?
Like, so not giving the test grades, but just replacing with other awards.
Okay. So we have students who didn't graduate high school in America, So what they do is they submit GED. That's all I can give. So we need a proof of high school for you to enter Berklee. So as long as we have that, and then you should be fine. But I'm not sure if GED applies here. I think it's an American thing. So we still need a proof of high school. Okay.
뭐 미국 친구들 중에도 고등학교를 졸업하지 않고 이제 검정고시를 대체할 수 있는데 뭐 만약에 그럴 경우에는 가능하다고 합니다. 네, 그 고등학교 성적 제출 안 하고 고등학교 졸업 검정고시를 내는 거죠. 저도 그렇게 했어요.
And due to time constraint, we'll maybe take 2 more questions.
시간 제한 때문에 2개의 질문만 더 받겠습니다.
Yep.
Yeah, I have a question about a timeline because the application is around November, right? For the fall intake. It means at around November for international schools or American schools, then the kids are still in 12th grade, right? Haven't graduated from high school yet, so we still can apply at that time and not waiting until the following year.
Yep, that's correct. So we don't have any limits. If you're 5 years old, you can still audition too. If you're 60 years old, you can also audition with us. However, in order to get into Berklee, the actual study, you have to have a proof of high school. So that can come after. So you can audition now, and then your transcript, you don't have to. If you haven't graduated high school yet, you can still audition, get your decision, and then before you come in, you submit your transcripts after. We can do that.
Oh, all right. So it is gonna be some kind of a conditional acceptance letter, and then we will need to submit a transcript in order to get in the school.
So we can look at our temporary transcript first. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to graduate right now. So we can, whatever you have right now, just send it to us. And then before you come in, then we will ask for a final transcript.
But an admission decision as well as like scholarship decision will have been made.
Yes, we do look at your transcript in order to determine whether you get a scholarship or not.
All right. So it's gonna be not until, normally when we will get a decision on admission in terms of time.
So that's the question. I don't really have an answer right now because I don't want to give you the wrong information. So let's connect afterwards, and I'll give you the date.
만약에 고등학교를 졸업하시지 않은 경우에는 일단 오디션을 먼저 보시고 그 이후에 뭐 고등학교 성적이라든지 뭐 졸업 증명서를 제출할 수도 있다고 합니다.
One more question. All right. Going once? Going twice? All right. Well, thank you so much for having me today. Oh.
실기 관련 질문인데요. 혹시 제가 준비하는 곡이 3분 조금 안 되는데 그렇게 되면 조금 짧은 편이잖아요. 혹시 추가곡을 받을 수도 있는.
So for the prepared piece, her prepared piece is less than about 3 minutes. So she was wondering if she should like prepare for another piece to make it 5 minutes or.
So there's no requirement. So if your song is 2 minutes, it's 2 minutes. Doesn't matter. We don't care about the time limit. We don't care about the length of your song, as long as you perform well. If it's something that you love playing, if it's something that if you have good control over your instrument, if you can express yourself really well on your instrument, and you can show us your musicianship, that's what we want to see. So we are really flexible. There's no limit on what you can do with your prepared piece. Whatever you love to play, no matter how short or long it is, just play it. Doesn't matter.
만약에 잘 하실 수 있고 편하신 곡이면 그냥 본인의 뮤지션십을 충분히 표현할 수 있는 곡이면 짧아도 괜찮고 뭐 2분짜리도 괜찮고 길이는 크게 상관없다고 합니다.
However, if you want to play 2 songs within 5 minutes, it's also your choice. Up to you.
뭐 그렇지만 만약에 내가 5분 내에 2곡을 연주하고 싶다 그러면 그것도 뭐 가능은 하다고 합니다.
Yeah. So I would like to reemphasize that do whatever you're good at. If you need to focus on one song just to display the best version of yourself, just play one song. Don't stress out on whether to fill out the entire 5 minutes. Do what you do best, and that's what we want to see. Okay?
그냥 잘하는 거에 집중하시고 너무 그 시간에 스트레스 받고 연연하지 말라고 합니다.
Well, that's all we have for today, and thank you so much for having me today. And then give a round of applause for our amazing SJA students. Okay. And
와주셔서 너무 감사합니다.
thank you so much. And any questions you have, I'll stay around for a little longer. And yeah, come talk to me about anything. Ask me what kind of food I like. What do I do on the weekends? You can ask me that as well. All right.
끝나고도 만약에 질문 있으시면 여기 계시니까 오셔서 질문하셔도 된다고 합니다. 감사합니다.
All right. Thank you.
네, 다시 한번 우리 림 선생님께 큰 박수 부탁드립니다. 네, 예정된 시간보다 많이 소요되는데 너무 친절하게 답변 잘 해주셨고요. 우리 또 세 분도 너무 감사드립니다. 네.
감사합니다.
지금 제 세 번째 계시는 우리 정혜인 조교께서는 지금 저희 버클리 트랙, 그다음 버클리 담당 어드바이저로 지금 일하고 계십니다. 그래서 또 궁금하신 내용들은 저희 데스크 쪽에 교육부에 언제든지 또 질문 내용 가지고 오시면은 저희가 할 수 있는 범위 내에서 답변 드리고요. 또 저희가 정보를 수집해서 버클리 쪽에 또 연락해서 여러분들에게 정보를 제공하도록 하겠습니다. 다시 한번 늦은 시간까지 잘 함께 해주셔서 감사드리고요. 아무튼 올해 오디션 준비하시는 분들 잘 준비하셔서 좋은 결과 있으시길 기대드립니다. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.